For those of you that are new, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Isabella. Hi, and I'm the founder of Sacred Light Alchemy. Welcome. I'm here live every 2 weeks for the new moon and the full moons, together to connect with the energies of the cosmic energy, and integrate and connect with everything that um, this these windows in times, I call them, are here to show us. I hope you guys can hear me, can see me well. And before I'm going into the the circle and what we are going to do today, this evening, wherever you are on the globe, I just want to remind you that I have everything in the description related to what this event is about. Also, the events that I usually do for the full moons, which are more intimate, every month, that you're going to see a link where you are being sent exactly to the events. And those events are um, based on an exchange between me and you. If you are interested, you can go down in the description and check that out. There are future and old events, but also there is information related to the new moon and the full moon rituals that you can do, or how and what is a ritual, and specifically on new moons, how you can set intentions, and you can do that on your own, or you can do that by coming to my full moon events, where you can see more of how you can do that practically. Also, if you like these things that I'm doing, and also you find them valuable, please like, share. If you also wish to donate, you also have there a link where you can do that. Thank you for this. And if nobody wants to say anything or comment, I'm waiting for any feedback, maybe suggestions that you want us to do in these circles. I'm very open also to hear that. And again, I'm just reading out what is the timeline for today for this new moon in Gemini. And we have, as usual, we are going to open the circle, which is a form of setting an intention to open a sacred space or a healing space, that all the energies are going to be sent to us through the help of the guides, through the help of our ancestors, and also any like becoming aware of what we need to understand. Okay, what we need to activate in ourselves during this time, and to do that in a healing and a sacred space. That's the purpose of opening the circle. And we also are opening and being more receptive. That's basically the purpose. Then I'm going to say to you what I see on the astrology chart of the moment when the new moon is happening, and how that is influencing at us at the individual, but also at the collective level, and what this energy is advising us to do, how to integrate it better, what is best for us to do, what is the best practice in order for us to adjust and not to be outside of this focus, let's say it, to be more aligned to these energies without creating any resistance. Then there is the meditation, which is going to be a practical way to actually release anything that is in our system at this point. Not anything, everything that we are ready to do it. Okay, I just want to correct myself. When I'm saying to release anything, it's what we are ready to do and release now. Maybe we are not ready to release everything that is blocking us. we are ready to release what we are ready to release. Okay, not everything that we need to release. Everything happens for our best, highest self or highest good. So we need to pay attention to how we say that. So the meditation is a guided meditation for us to release, as I said, what we are ready to release, and also to connect to higher energies in order for us to integrate them, activate what we are ready to activate, and also maybe some of us are ready to also heal something, okay, in this time frame. And these energies are best depending also on each everyone's level where we are in our journey. These energies can be integrated in daytimes, or week times, maybe some of us even month times. So that's also depending on everyone's situation. And then, as usual, we are going to open up an oracle card or deck, right? An oracle deck to see what is the card that the universe is going to send to us, telling us what is, let's say, the energy that we need to connect overall with this, and what is the message. And that's usually happening, is very in tune with what we are going to share this today. And then we're going to close the circle. Again, if you guys are popping in and out and you want to share something in the comments, I'm waiting for your feedback. I'm waiting for any suggestions, as I was saying. Okay, so let's start, my dears. For that, as usual, we are going to all close the eyes in order for us to open the sacred space. Close the eyes, and you can either stay with your hands in prayer or the hands in the receiving mode. That is the palms facing up. Okay, and or you can also sit with your hand, left hand on your heart, and the right on the belly or the womb. Okay, so just hear my invocation, closing the eyes. To the south, to the west, to the north, to the east, to the Mother Earth, Father Sky, all stellar nations, and all guides and light beings, angels, archangels, and last but not least, all our guides and ancestors. Please be with us. Please be in this space and send us the healing that we need, the activation, the upgrades, and any thing that we are ready to become aware of, become conscious of. Please be in this sacred space with us. Archangel Michael and the lords of or angels of karma, please release any lower energy, lower than love, light, and truth. Release them into the light so that only these beautiful energy be into this space, so that we feel safe and secure to open up and receive everything that you um, are ready to send us. Please surround us with a clock of protection, with a circle of protection for everyone watching and being in this space. And last but not least, I'm asking each and everyone's higher self to connect with us and be connected with us, to center ourselves in such a way that our soul and higher self to enter us. Amazing. Beautiful. Okay. And slowly we are opening up the eyes, and yes, release the hands if you are in a different position. And then right now, as I was saying at the beginning, we are going to talk about the astrology of today, the new moon in Gemini, and what that represents, how we can integrate the energies, how we can work best with the energies, um, and many other things. Right now, as I was saying, you can either write down what I have to share, or you can close the eyes and just hear what I have to share, a different level, not just the mental level. Just hear it in and integrate it maybe a deeper levels of self, because some things that we don't understand at the mental level, at the conscious level, we are ready to integrate at lower level or higher level of self, and we are ready to take them out from the box or our toolbox when we are ready to receive them. That's why we need to be in a different space other than just listening with our mind or logical mind. Okay, good. I'm going to share. Sometimes maybe I'm going to close the eyes just to connect better with the energies because I'm channeling. So I hope you guys can understand this. And yes, so let's go on. The new moon. The new moon has to do with new beginnings, new starting a new journey. Okay, the new moon is happening when we have the moon, which represents the feminine, and the sun, which represents the masculine. I always repeat myself just because we are we want to repeat what we need to understand. That's the form of understanding. Okay, when we repeat, we understand, we integrate things better into our consciousness. That's why I always repeat that, and also I repeat it for the new people that are here hearing me. Okay, so the new moon is happening when the moon and the sun are coming together. Okay, they are in conjunction. That's how we call it in astrology. They are together and they are ready for a new process of creation. Okay, and they are ready to start something that we want to start. Sometimes when the new moon is happening, we are not yet ready to set the intention, because at this point maybe we still need to release something from the old cycle, right? We all have a moon cycle, which is 28, 29 days. And sometimes when the new moon is happening, we are not yet at the level where we should or we could set intentions right away. So we are ready maybe at this point when the new moon is happening, to maybe still release some old things, or close, I would say close some new some old affairs from the old cycle. That's why sometimes I advise, when we set intention, to only also set an intention of release, which usually is happening on the full moons, but it's not necessarily the case. When it's best to set intention when the new moon is already have has grown a little bit, let's say maybe close to a day or maybe two sometimes, from the moment of when the new moon, the exact new moon has happened. So at this point, from my point of view, and what I advise is maybe to close some of the things that we are still having from the old cycle, and then set the intentions. We are not going to do that right here. I usually do that on my individual events, because there we can heal deeper than what I do this as a public, let's say, event. Okay, and that the energy of exchange has to be a bit more balanced. That's why I do that privately, like also in a group setting, but more privately. And also the healing in those events is deeper. So right now I'm just informing you of the way, and the way of uh, and the recommendation of doing these things. Okay, so the new moon in Gemini. is a vibration or an energy that is telling us to understand that we are um, um, communicated, communicating being. Gemini, the sign of Gemini, be it you have a sun in Gemini or ascendant in Gemini or sun in Gemini, you have energy in Gemini in general. But we all have Gemini energy in our chart. But specifically for those of you that have ascendant, moon, or sun in the sign of Gemini, you were born to know how to communicate. Okay, we all need to know how to communicate, but effectively. Okay, but Gemini energy, for those of you that are like more prone or born with this energy more predominantly, you were born to know how to communicate effectively. And the energy of Gemini is integrated or matured, let's say, when Gemini understands that it doesn't have to be talking just from the head. They need to understand and communicate from the heart. When your mind is in the heart, that's when Gemini has reached, let's say, a level of maturity or integration of the energy of Gemini in our system. And when we have the new moon in this sign, we are all individually and collectively being triggered to know how to communicate effectively, aka to know how to put our mind, okay, and speak from the heart so that the other understands and listens, not just with the sound but also energetically, also through the heart, and that information to be integrated in a, let's say, more harmonious way. Okay, so this is, generally speaking, what this energy is teaching us, what triggering in ourselves. So right now, what's happening, if we have problems or we have, let's say, challenges with this energy, we are going to see that maybe people are not going to understand us. People are going to misinterpret what we are saying. People are not going to maybe we are not going to understand other people, or our way of communication is not very let's say effective in the way of, okay, I'm saying something and I'm saying, let's say, green, but the other understands light green or something close to that. Me, I hope I made myself understood here. It's a way of the perception of the other person. It's not in the same way. It's not linear to myself. Maybe even very different. So this is the challenge with this energy. Our communication, as I said, it's either we are going to communicate very well, and that means that we have this energy integrated, or we are going to be left maybe misunderstood, or we are not going to understand ourselves. So pay attention to that. That's the general aspect for all of us. Okay. And also, I was saying also in the description that with the Gemini energy is represented by the twins, right? Two-faced, same, maybe same person, but being in two. And that means that we have a dual or dualistic nature. We are here on earth as a polarity, or we experience reality through two faces or two polarities. Okay, and also we are a dualistic being because we also are human but also spiritual, or a spirit being. We also are in the material world, but we are also in the spirit world. Some of us are aware of that, some of us are not aware of that, which means Some of us understand that we are on earth and are very material being, but also some of us maybe are not so connected with our spirit world and with the world of dreaming and connecting to our guides and so on and so forth. Okay, so the energy is telling us right now to identify in our life where maybe we are too materialistically materialistical, or we are too spiritual. Okay, we are too with our heads in the sky. So we need to see where we are too grounded or where we are too with our head in the sky. So we need to balance this and understand that we are dual in nature, and to balance this energy, not to be too much on the other side. That's the second thing that we need to be understanding at this time, or are going to be triggered at this time. Maybe you're going to see, oh, you're too superficial, or you are too flighty, or you like to be too logical and not too spiritual or more creative. Those are the things that maybe are going to be challenging for us in this time. And when I'm saying in this time, I'm saying not just today when the new moon is happening, but I'm talking about the whole cycle of the new moon, okay, which is, as I was saying, 28, 29 days. That's the moon cycle of this lunation, the new moon in Gemini. Also, what the Gemini energy is teaching us is that we should always be a student of life. We are also a teacher, but we always need to have an open mind to be in the student position, okay? To teach or to educate ourselves, but always to be having that space in ourselves where we are a student of life, and to be open to whatever the universe is teaching us, to whatever other persons or people are teaching us, and not to be too committed to our way of thinking or believing in such a way that we are not open-minded enough to maybe change things around when the time is coming, because we always need to be adaptable and being able to change things, including ourselves. This is the third thing that we need to adjust in this time, and what is needed for us to integrate, okay? To always be prepared to be adaptable, to always be prepared to be a student, to always be prepared for new changes in our life. Another thing that the energy of Gemini is teaching us is to be practical in the way we are integrating what we learn. That is, we can learn a lot of things about spirituality, for example, or we can learn a lot of things about a specific um, domain of life. Okay, we can learn, we can do it at a master level, at a university, or a doctorate level. However, Gemini energy is always teaching us to be practical in the way we learn things, to not keep it as an utopia, okay, as things that we can never put it into practice on earth, because whatever we learn is also a way for us to ground it into reality and create that practical way of being, okay, when we learn something. For example, the Gemini energy is the person that is teaching, learning how to, I don't know, learning how to cook. Okay, but the utopia of cooking maybe is I'm learning how to cook something very fancy, or I'm learning something, but is not doesn't have any practicality in my day-to-day life. Okay, I'm just learning it for the sake of learning, not bringing that learning into my life. And that's exactly what I'm going to be triggered by the universe to understand right now, in this time. What am I learning and not applying and not putting into practice? Okay, because I'm just maybe putting too much of my energy into things that are too mental, okay, and not putting it in a good use. That's the general aspect for everyone. Okay, it's individually but also collectively. That's what these energies are teaching us. And because it's a new moon, is telling us that we can always start improving in these levels, at this level, by setting up intentions. And I was saying, you can go in the description box. There is an article on my blog. You can see the steps how you can set intentions if you want to do it on your own, or you can also come on one of my events in 2 weeks times, which is going to be the full moon, and learn that more practically with myself live, and see how you can set that on your own if you need that help also. So we need to right now set the intentions of how to apply things with more practicality in my life, how to communicate more effectively, how to put my mind in good use, and also learn how to communicate from the heart, not just from my head, how that is going to be actually a communication that is spoken from the heart. And when I'm speaking to somebody, to understand, for them to understand me at the heart level, at the deeper level. That's the purpose of learning to communicate effectively, not just spreading information without sending any empathy or loving energy to the other. Okay, that's another way of healing. And also maybe how my fear of communicating or expressing myself has an impact in my world. Okay, because it maybe is limiting myself because of this fear of not speaking correctly, or not speaking and expressing myself in public. That's limiting my progress, because maybe my higher self or my soul is wanting to share something with the world, but because of this fear of not communicating correctly, or thinking that people are not going to understand me, and this fear of speaking up, is something that is triggering me. This is also an intention that we can set right now in order for us to heal that. Okay, because as I was saying, the universe is first showing us what we need to heal. And that means what we need to heal is something that the first level of healing is the awareness of that, the awareness, and also sending people over to me in my space that is triggering that specific thing that I need to heal. Okay, that's why I always say that the people that are triggering us in a way, subconsciously, they are triggering that side of us that we need to heal. And we sometimes are very prone to maybe criticize or judge them because they are hurting us, but sometimes they are actually good guides for us to understand that we need that, we need to heal that in ourselves, and they are maybe not in a loving way showing that to us. Okay, or maybe us subconsciously have sent them or asked them to be in our space, and us to understand that that's what we need to heal. Okay, so as I was saying, these are the things that we can set intentions and become aware and heal and become aligned with maybe the side of us, or the soul part of us, or the spirit part of us that wants to express, not to be afraid of communicating what we need to communicate. Okay. And also at the individual and collective level, we have a story on the sky. When the new moon in Gemini is forming, I was looking at the chart at the moment when the chart was happening, and I saw that there are, let's say, energies that are playing a story. Okay, the moon is somewhere in a sign, the sun is somewhere in a sign. In this case, because we have a new moon in Gemini, we have the sun and the moon coming together, and they are both in the Gemini energy, in the sign of Gemini. And also Mercury, which is the planet that governs Gemini, is also in Gemini. So we have three major planets in astrology, or luminaries. The sun and the moon, which are luminaries, are in the sign of Gemini. Very important, um, let's say, energy that we can connect with, and as I was saying, integrate this into our life. Because being, even if you are not a Gemini, even if you don't have the moon in Gemini, even if you don't have ascendant in Gemini, we all have Gemini energy in our chart somewhere, and we need to integrate and know how to communicate like a Gemini, or integrate this Gemini energy. Okay. And also, the story, as I was saying, the story in the sky is that some planets are in specific signs, and also the ascendant of the moment is in a specific sign. But that also depends on where you are in on the globe. I'm not going to go, because it's not very specific, and I'm just going to go on the general story in this on the sky, that is going to teach us, or show us what and how to integrate this lesson, this story. Okay, so we have different in the story, we have different planets, which can we call them characters, and they are playing this story and telling us what we need, or how to play the story in our life. Okay, individually or collectively. And we have a beautiful Jupiter in the sign of Taurus. Okay, that in Taurus represents uh, the values that we have in life, what we call beautiful, what we find valuable in our life. Also, the way we give ourselves love and energy, how we integrate the five senses and how we connect to the five senses, but also what we value and how we value ourselves, or how we let other people value and treat us. Okay, it's also part of a self-love, or self-respect, or self-value. And that is telling me, related to the story, that we have, first of all, the first step to integrate or be in the story is to know what we value, what we love, how and what is the level of self-love or value to ourselves. That's the question that we need to put ourselves into. Okay, do I love myself enough? Have I maybe do I love myself better than last year? Because we all have, we are at different levels, and that's what we it's a good question to ask. In my life right now, do I love myself more? Do I give myself maybe more compassion than last year or last month even? When I'm being triggered, am I triggered by something? Am I too too mean to myself, where I'm mean to the other person when I'm being triggered? These are specific questions that I can ask myself, and I'm going to see the level of self love that I've reached at this point. So the first step, as I was saying in the story, value, love, respect, how grounded I am. Taurus is also, what is my self safe place? Okay. What is my ground? How I stand my ground in the face of difficulty. Okay, so that's the first step. And then Venus, because Venus comes the next character in the story, is going into Leo sign. The Leo sign is all about self-expression. Okay, I love myself, I take care of myself, I respect and value myself. But in order for me to actually do that, I also need to express that in the world. And that's what Leo energy is going to require of me. Okay, I love myself, I respect myself, I know that I love myself more than last year, but do I also express that to my partner, to my children, in my life? It's not just something that I need to be internal, I also need to express that. Okay, so that's the next, which is the second step in the story, or the second character of my story. And then we have Sun, which is the governor of Leo, and the Sun is in Gemini. And again, we are going to go on the first story, which I said, in order for me to express myself, I also need to know how to communicate and to express myself or via communication. And that's, and how I communicate needs to be in a way of love, and how, right, communicating with love towards myself. Whenever I call myself, oh, I was stupid, if I say I was stupid, maybe if I'm saying it to with a softer voice, or I'm going to say I did the stupid thing, it's different, or a different level than when I say to myself and call myself stupid with a voice of authority, and being very firm, that's my definite character. Okay, which is definitely not. Okay, maybe I behaved stupidly, with stupidity in that point in time, but that doesn't define me. That doesn't say that I'm like that always and ever. I can always change or choose to change that aspect of myself, and that doesn't define me as a whole. So as I said, I value, I respect, I know how to feel safe. I'm expressing that in Leo, and then I'm communicating that through loving communication, also internally and externally to others. Make sense? So this is three steps that the universe is telling us to play right now, or three characters that we need to integrate that now. Okay, I'm telling you as a whole. Maybe there are other stuff or things that we are not going to go into details, but this is the major theme for this new moon in Gemini. And I'm going to go now and say also what I usually tell people, and some of you that are watching me right now maybe already know, we are in a process, and um, we are in a process of ascending, okay, ascension. And the ascension process is more and more intense, because humanity as a whole needs to reach a certain level that the planet Earth has already reached. Okay, because humanity is different than the planet Earth. Okay, they are like two separate entities, I would say. The awareness or the consciousness of Earth is different right now than the overall level of consciousness of humanity. Some humans have different levels of consciousness, but we need to be in a space where we are ready to be at the same level of with planet Earth, and that's what our helpers in the sky, or the angels, the archangels, and all the army of angels, I would say, and spirit guides are sending us through our beautiful sun all the upgrades that we need to integrate at this time. And maybe some of you already know and saw that specifically this week, but also I would say the last 2 months, they were very powerful in the way these energies have been sent to Earth for humanity to open and ascend and to wake up. And more is going to be this month and the following month, because we also have the solstice, and the solstice is going to be, I believe, the 22nd. Correctly if I'm wrong, maybe I need to check, but I think the 22nd or 21st. And that's also a very good moment, because the day is larger than the night. Okay, that is the day on the year when the light is larger than the dark. And that's a very good way of maybe setting intentions of light for ourselves, to put more light into our life and send more life to others. Okay, so those energies, not just the new moon in Gemini, but also the energies of the solstice, have been played out a lot these days. And I'm just going to give you an example of personally how I've challenged with this energy to integrate. And I know that also at the collective there were these issues or these challenges. A lot of activations on the third eye, or the maybe dizziness, or migraines, or headaches, heart chakra all the time, because we all need to open our hearts more and more and more and expand. But also the fifth chakra, which is the chakra of communications. We were also talking about the communication with the new moon in Gemini. And as I was saying, a lot of challenges or clearing and activation on our Vishuddha, okay, in Sanskrit, Vishuddha, maybe back or cervical pains in the body. That's my personal experience, but I know that also other people have experienced similar symptoms. So, just to close off the astrology part and what I was talking about, the astrology ascension, what I'm doing with these new moon events and the full moon, when I feel that the energy of the moon, which is what is the consciousness, okay, the moon, when we connect with the moon, is the psychic way of connecting with the energies that we are not immediately aware of. Okay, when these energies or windows in times are happening, we are more in tune. The veil is more thin between the outer world and this world, and that's where the information is more, and the information and the energies are more prone to be integrated. That's why I always say the new moons and the full moons, or the eclipses, or the portals, the lunar portals, which means, for example, we are on the 6th, which is the 6th month, June. That is 6/6. That's a portal month. If we are in July, the 7th of July, that's a portal, okay, when the energies are in such a way that we can integrate them better. And in the new moons and the full moons are most powerful from my point of view, specifically if we have an eclipse, okay? We are not yet in the eclipses season. We are going to reach them towards the fall. We passed the ones from spring. And just to close, as I was saying, be aware of how to communicate, learn to communicate more effectively, know to speak from the heart, with your mind and heart. Bring your mind into the heart, connect and see what you love, what you value, ground yourself. Notice where you are too much in your head. Notice when you are too grounded and too focused on the material, because as I was saying, the Gemini represents both of these realities. And also express yourself, and learn how to communicate with an open heart and an open mind. Know how to be adaptable, and be aware how to invite changes in your life. Okay, I'm going to close this astrology part, and we are going to enter into the meditation part. So as I was saying, to be less resistant to all these energies, to release everything that we are ready to release at this point in time. And I always advise guys to, for maybe 3 days, 7 days, or for the entire cycle of this new moon, of this moon or this lunation, you can do this consistently. That means do it every day for 3 days. Do it every day for 3 days, so that, as I was saying, you are able to integrate all these energies, upgrades, activation, healings, with less resistance, so that they are not stuck in your body somewhere, and you're not feeling uncomfortably. Okay, to be more comfortable, to let go and flow with all these energies. That's the purpose. So let's see. I'm going to channel all these things. Just bear with me. I'm just going to take a sip of water. And I want you to get ready for the meditation. And for that, you need to close your eyes and stay with your spine as straight as possible. And that is sitting or laying down, so that the energies are flowing good, in a good way through your body. Okay, so closing the eyes, hands in the receiving mode, which means palms facing up. That's how I call the receiving mode. Focus on your heart, and let's just breathe from the belly 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Keep your eyes closed, spine straight. Focus on your breath, and we're going to connect more with the body and the present moment. And I'm going to guide you. Just listen to my invocation, listen to my guidance. I'm speaking to everyone that is life, was life, or is going to be listening to this recording afterwards. I'm calling again Archangel Michael and the Lords of Karma to surround us in a circle of protection, so that only love, light, and truth come into this space. Everything else lower than these beautiful frequencies or energies are going to be sent into the love and light of the divine. Connect now with the top of the head. Connect with your forehead. Put your focus on the nose, lips, neck, your chest area, stomach, belly, pelvic area, your thighs. Connect with the knees, with the calves. Connect with the ankles and feet. Beautiful. Connect again with the heart space. If you feel dizzy or if you need to be more grounded into your body and the present, you need to just breathe more deeply. Beautiful. Again, connect with the heart and with the intention, set all your senses into the heart. I'm just closing the eyes, spine straight, connect with the heart. You're going to say inside of yourself, I'm connecting with all the senses and I'm sending them into my heart. I'm connecting them with my heart. Connecting them with my heart. From here, I'm going to visualize or imagine a cord of light going and piercing through my body, piercing the earth, going down into the center of the earth. Going down from the heart, you are seeing and visualizing the cord of light piercing and going into the center. From the heart again, you're going to visualize another cord of light going up, ascending through the body up into the heart or the center of the sky. Visualize this cord of light, this beautiful cord of light, uniting your heart with the heart of the sky or the center of the sky. Beautiful. So we are connecting with three beautiful centers: the center of the earth, the center of our being, and the center of the sky, or the three hearts: the heart of the sky, the heart of our being, and the heart of earth. And from here, or from where you are, up and down and further down and in here in your heart, you are seeing this beautiful cord of light piercing in and out through you, going up and down as a pillar of light. You are in the middle, you are the channel. Good. Inviting again our higher self to descend more and more into every level of our being, or as much as it can be possible. Beautiful. Beautiful. And from here, from the heart space, connect more with the body, up and down, up and down. Be here and now. I'm here and now. You can say, I'm here and now. And I want you to focus on two chakras or energy centers that we need to focus on today. That is, first, we are going to, from the heart, we are going to go up one level on the throat chakra or Vishuddha in Sanskrit. We are going to focus the senses or our mind in here, visualizing this beautiful center opening up more and more with each breath. This center is of color blue, so you can also visualize blue when you focus on this center. This is also the chakra of communication, or the energy of speaking and expressing ourselves, truth. Some connect these chakra with Archangel Michael, which is the bringer of truth. Aside from protecting ourselves, is also bringing the sword of truth. So this center is blocked by the fact that we are not expressing our truth, or we are lying, we are not speaking the truth. Usually, this is the chakra that is the blockage between our mind being in our hearts. This is the blockage of not connecting our minds with the heart. What I was saying about Gemini energy, that is the longest, some say is the longest road from the mind to the heart. That is the energy center that is being blocked by whatever we do not express, whatever we do not say as truth, whatever we express in a different way that we want it to be. Okay, we say that we say no, but we actually want to say yes. We say yes, but we actually say no. Okay, and that's because of fears, of all kinds of fears, from this life, from other lives, from so on and so forth. So we are going to visualize how this beautiful center is cleared and cleaned by all the breath and attention that we are sending it right now. I clean and clear and heal this center right now. I clean, clear, and heal this center right now. I clean, clear, and heal this center right now. Beautiful. And right now, I'm going to leave this center and move up onto the second chakra or energy center that we should focus right now today, which is the center of wisdom, where we have our Anya or Ajna depending on how you want to pronounce it in Sanskrit, or the third eye chakra, right between the eyebrows. We are going to focus and send our intention here to clean, clear, and heal everything that we are ready to let go of. Any illusions. Okay, this chakra is clouded by the illusions that we want to be kept in our life. What we know that are going to be disappointments. We keep these illusions in our life because we don't want to see the truth. So we keep a form of beliefs that are not congruent with the truth or with our self, with the expression or the true self. Speak the truth with love. That's what it's calling to me to say to you right now as a channeling. Speak the truth with love, or see the truth with love. Because sometimes we are too afraid to see the truth. And that's why when we call on love, we are opening ourselves and receiving better the truth, or in a more comfortable way. We are ready to and feel safe enough to see the truth. Beautiful. This is the center of wisdom, as I was saying. This center of wisdom needs to be activated in order for us to see the reality or the truth of our being, and also visualize what we want to bring in our life. If this is cloth, this has a thick veil of illusions, we are not ready to see the truth or bring the truth into our life. And we are going to create what? More illusions, more lies into our life. We are going to bring these into our life. So we are going to focus last time here, and we're going to say 3 times, I clean, clear, and heal my center right now and here. I clean, clear, and heal the center right now. I clean, clear, and heal the center right now. And right now, beautiful souls, I'm going to ask you to again stay with your eyes closed, spine straight, and go deeper into the heart. Now that we also opened up these higher centers, we are going to go deeper into the heart space. Again, connect with the cord so that we feel grounded and higher connected to the center of the sky. And I'm going to ask right now our helpers, our beautiful light beings, our guides, the Pleiadians, and everyone that have and need to be here right now, that need to be here, have to be here, or want to be here with us, to send us anything that we are ready to clean, clear, and also receive at this point. And for that, I want you to be as open and as receptive as possible. And we are going to stay like that for a few minutes so that we receive. I'm not going to speak for a few minutes, leaving these energies to do their thing. My beautiful angels, please send us all the energies that we are ready to receive, to clear, to face. Notice where you feel the discomfort and breathe through it. Notice where you feel dizzy and breathe through it. Feel in your body where you are receiving or clearing things. Just trust that that's the point, or that is where you receive or clear. Beautiful. Open more, receive more, relax more into the body. Ground more. The more we do these, we connect more, the more we integrate more and more a deeper level these energies. We become more aware of the messages that we are set, they are sent to us. While we are receiving, because we are plugged in right now, right? Through the feet, through the head, through all these chakras that we open, we are plugged into the energy of the universe and what is being sent to us. I want you to be as a generator of light and energy that is sending these beautiful energies to a person or a family, your family, to the entire globe as humanity or earth, to be sending these energies in such a way for them to receive them at the pace that is best for them to receive. Understand that you are a channel of transformation, and through you, you are able to send these energies back into the collective. So let's imagine how we send these beautiful energies that we are integrating to humanity, to share them with them, to any persons that you want, without attachment, without anything that we want personally. Just send them with love, no attachment. You can also say in out loud or in internally, I'm sending these upgrades, these energies with love to whole humanity, to the entire world, to the earth, to everyone that is ready to receive them. Couple of more minutes. Receive and give. Receive and give. Very good. Very good. Go on. Slowly, slowly, we are going to retrieve all this energy back to us, leaving the humanity or the person that we have sent them to. And slowly, slowly, we are getting back into the body, into our heart. Slowly, slowly, moving the feet, touching our body, moving the neck. Beautiful. And slowly, slowly, opening up the eyes. Very well. Very good. Very good. Amazing. So, for those of you that see this right now and you are not here from the beginning, I was saying that this is going to be very helpful for you to do it uh, consciously, maybe for 3 days every day or for 7 days every day, to integrate all these energies that are being sent with love to us to integrate in our journey of enlightenment, in our journey of ascension. And we're going to see them or receive them with less restriction. If you guys are receiving this as valuable, you see this as a valuable information energy in your life, please like, share these beautiful circles with others. And also, if you feel like donating, you are welcome to. You are seeing and finding all this information in the description box below. Okay? And as I was saying at the beginning, we are going to, guys, see the oracle card that is being shown to us um, for this lunation. And as I was saying, sometimes I'm not surprised anymore as how these cards are being shown to us and how they are so relevant with all the energies that are being sent. So I pulled this card from the Sacred Light Oracle. This is Sacred Light Alchemy, but this is not my oracle. This is just an oracle by Anna Stark. So you can see that or find that on Amazon. And look at this beautiful card that is being shown to us. And look, Doesn't this look like Gemini energy? This is shocking, but not. Hmm? Look at this dualistic nature of us seeing in two different directions. This is so on tune and on point, guys. This is not even um, a joke right here. And we have the card called, first of all, it's number 17, and it's called Inner Oracle. You are the channel. Déjà vu. Self-fulfilling prophecy. Okay, and I'm going to read this beautiful card for you so that you see what is the energies that we need to integrate for this lunation, and how this beautiful card is advising us during this time. So, inner circle, you are the channel. Déjà vu, self-fulfilling prophecy, and it says something like that: receiving the knowledge and wisdom that is offered from deep illumination can often be prophetic and life affirming, and will help you to know you are on the right path. Powerful realizations, prophetic vision, past life memories, and soul connections are triggered by the oracle that is centered deep within you. The wisdom of the inner oracle is often buried within. Discovering its presence illuminates past mistakes, bad choices, and ego-based relationships with yourself and others. Revealing this connection can trigger internal defenses, making it difficult to maintain a solid connection to the intelligence of your oracle. Dedicated to illuminate the earth, Lord Lanto. Some of you that know the master, ascended master, know that Lord Lanto is also one of them. Lord Lanto asks you to learn and grow your inner oracle with discussion, seeing the world with eyes of wisdom, and acknowledging that you are still a student, guys. Student, I was talking about the energy of student and learning. Still a student learning in the great cycle of life. Accepting possible errors in judgments allows your consciousness to adapt, redirecting energy to a new outcome. Holding the flame of illumination on the second ray, Ascension Master Lord Lanto encourages you to become closer to your sense of knowing. Explore your psychic self and intuition as you examine previous signs and events where deja vu has been experienced. Sudden realizations will occur now. Having the courage to openly accept them is that initiates the act of enlightenment. Mastery is the key to self success. Discipline your mind. Talking about disciplining your mind to be centered into the heart, guys. This is what Ascended Master Lord Lantos is saying. Again, mastery is the key to self success. Discipline your mind. And we also have a sacred crystal that we can hold during this time, which is the labradorite or labradorite. Sorry. For some of you that know this crystal, if not, Google it, and you're going to maybe also have it in your home. Stay with it in your bag or close to it on your desk, and maybe it's going to speak to you more truth, and it's going to help you, first of all, with transformation and inviting change into your life. And we also have a beautiful affirmation that comes with this card. I am constantly learning. I illuminate my presence with each lesson. Beautiful. It's so in point and on point. Um, I also have a group on Facebook for some of you that want to reach. Go onto my Facebook page, and you also have the option of visit group, where you can see there that I'm sharing these cards for each lunation, new moon, or with the entire message if you want to see it better and connect with it better. And yes, thank you again for being here. For those of you that were live with me, popping in and out, and for all of you that are going to see this, the recording, we are going to close the circle and thank everyone that were here with us. For that, close your eyes and hand in prayer and just listen to my invocation to the south, to the west, to the north, to the east. Mother Earth, Father Sky, beautiful light beings, angels and archangels and guides and higher selves, thank you for allowing us to sing the song of life, to connect with all the energies that we were ready to receive and clear from our system. Thank you for the awareness. Thank you for all the messages. Thank you for being with us every second of the way. Thank you for not being alone into this journey called life. And also, thank you for reminding us that you can always help us if we ask to do so. We we have the power to ask for help and not to ask for help, because again, we are always learning. We need to open ourselves to learn every day and every time. Thank you so much again, beautiful souls. Thank you all for being here. Every 2 weeks I'm here for the new moons and the full moons. I'm waiting for you to be here. If you find this valuable, until next time, take care and namaste.